Hey everyone, it's Sari. On my way to over 1,000 Bitcoin, I learned there are a lot of scammers out there. Bitcoin's decentralized nature allows you to be in full control of your investments, which is great. However, it also makes it harder to delineate a proper regulatory and law enforcement framework. Basically, if scammers trick you into making mistakes, they may end up stealing your BTC, and there is virtually nothing you can do to recover your crypto. It's a lot different than calling your bank and telling them someone stole your credit card. For that reason, we're going to take a look at 8 common Bitcoin scams and how you can avoid them. So let's jump right in. The first type of scam we'll be talking about is blackmail. This scam has been around for ages, but now it often involves cryptocurrency, more notably Bitcoin. Scammers might threaten to release personal photos or claim they've hacked your computer. But here's the thing, they probably don't have anything on you. Why go through the effort of actually hacking someone when you can just send out mass emails and hope one person gets scared enough to pay? The best way to avoid scammers blackmailing you out of your Bitcoins is to be careful with selecting your login credentials, limiting which sites you visit online, and who you give your information to. It's also wise to use two-factor authentication whenever possible. Another thing you can do is just ignore them. And if you're really concerned, you can always report the blackmail attempt to the authorities. It's easy to be scared in a situation like this, but the main thing is to just think logically.
Next up, we have fake exchanges. Fake exchanges are fraudulent copies of legitimate crypto exchanges. These scams will be presented as mobile apps, desktop applications, or fake websites, and they look shockingly real. Scammers will create a fake platform and try to get you to deposit your Bitcoin.
To avoid being scammed on a fake exchange, bookmark the real URL, and always double-check it before logging in. Use tools like Binance Verify to check the legitimacy of URLs, Telegram groups, Twitter accounts, and more. Look for reviews of the exchange before you use it. If you see a lot of negative reviews, or if you can't find any reviews at all, that's a big red flag. And if it's a brand new exchange that no one has really heard of, I would avoid it. And of course, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Let's move on to fake giveaways. Another popular way for scammers to get your Bitcoin. Fake giveaways are used to scam you out of your cryptocurrencies by offering something for free in exchange for a small deposit. But here's the thing, there's no giveaway. These scams usually start with you seeing an ad or post on social media that promotes a giveaway. The scammer will then ask you to send a small amount of Bitcoin to a specific address in order to enter the giveaway. But once you send your Bitcoin, you'll never hear from them again.
The best way to avoid fake giveaway scams is to never participate in any kind of giveaway where you're required to send something of value first. Legitimate giveaways will never ask for funds. And lastly, be careful who you trust online.
Next up, we have social media phishing, which is extremely common.
Scammers will create an account that looks like someone with a high level of authority in the crypto space. This could be anyone from Elon Musk to a popular crypto influencer.
They'll then reach out to you directly and try to build rapport. Once they have your attention, they'll try to get you to click on a malicious link or give them your personal information.
The best way to avoid being scammed through social media phishing is double-checking the person is actually who they say they are. Look for things like a verified checkmark next to their name or a long history of posting on their account. And of course, never give your personal information to someone you don't know and trust. Now let's talk about copy and paste malware. Copy and paste malware is a sneaky way for scammers to steal your funds. This type of malware hijacks your clipboard data, and if you aren't careful, you will send money directly to scammers. To avoid this type of scam, you need to be very careful with your computer security. Be wary of suspicious messages or emails that may contain infected attachments or dangerous links. You should also install a good antivirus program on your computer and keep it up to date. A good antivirus program will help to protect you from malware and other online threats. It's better to be safe than sorry. Next up, we have phishing emails, another classic way for scammers to try to steal your Bitcoin. One of the most common involves phishing emails that try to trick you into downloading an infected file or clicking a link that leads you to a malicious website.
For example, You might receive an email that looks like it's from your bank or another company that you do business with. The email might say that there's been a problem with your account or that you need to update your information.
The first step to avoiding phishing email scams is to check if the emails are coming from the original source. If in doubt, you could also contact the company directly to confirm the email you received was from them. And lastly, be careful about what information you share online. Let's move on to Ponzi and pyramid schemes, two of the oldest scams in the book.
A Ponzi scheme is an investment strategy that pays returns to older investors with new investor money. The only way you'll make money is if you get other people to invest in the scheme as well. And the people who invest after you will only make money if they get other people to invest. Eventually, the scheme will collapse because there won't be enough new investors to pay off the old investors.
A pyramid scheme is a business model that pays members based on how many new members they enroll. The best way to steer clear of either of these schemes is to do your research on the cryptocurrencies you buy and to be wary of any investment that promises high returns with little to no risk. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. And when the scheme collapses, everyone who invested will lose their money. And lastly, we have ransomware, one of the scariest scams on this list. Ransomware is a type of malware that either locks victims' mobile or computer devices or prevents them from accessing valuable data, unless a ransom is paid. Basically, someone will hack into your computer and lock you out of all of your files. They'll then demand that you pay a ransom in Bitcoin to get your files back. There are some things you can do to protect yourself against ransomware attacks. Install an antivirus and keep your operating system and applications updated. Avoid clicking ads and suspicious links. And one of the most important things you can do is to back up your data regularly. By being aware of the risks and taking precautions, you can help to keep your computer and your data safe. So there you have it. Those are 8 of the most common Bitcoin scams and how to avoid them. Hopefully this video has helped you become more aware of the dangers that are out there and how to protect yourself. If you can avoid the most common Bitcoin scams, you'll be able to keep your crypto holdings safe and sound. As always, thanks for watching.